Hello,
I
everyone?
think?
Maybe?
No, you're good.
How are you all doing?
Mom?
Hello, everyone.
What?
Welcome to episode 9.
That's
Perhaps
the most awkward introduction we've ever done.
there's going to be a lot of question marks on what I'm saying in this. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Storm King's Thunder, episode 9, question mark. The episode, we're going to call this one The Riddler, just cover it in question marks.
The
Riddler?
I have to go pick up because
Oh, Riddler
The
question?
Riddler, question mark.
Okay.
Welcome to the show. I'm going to tell you what happened last week with the help of everyone else.
I'll go real quick. Just for anyone wondering, we're doing today's show today instead of tomorrow because I'm going to LA and also because Brad is flying out to Uganda. So it's more his fault than it is mine. But that's why
you're going to LA to fill your own pockets, and I'm going to do some very good charity work in Uganda. Thank you very much.
Wow.
So I hope you feel good about yourself, Jay.
You know, I
Wow.
will when I
what
get
are you
that
doing
paycheck.
tomorrow?
Don't fault the man.
It's more important than that. I'm just curious.
Oh my
The-
god.
Wait.
That paycheck's important, isn't it,
That
Jay?
paycheck is important, dude. I have cats to feed.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
It was one of those I accepted it, and then like we got all the paperwork done, and then I was like, "Oh, that's next week. Oh, that's next Sunday."
That's
Oh,
always,
shit.
yeah. It's
So,
always
yeah.
the way. For the record, I'm not going to Uganda to do any charity work. I'm not doing any charity work whatsoever. And I'm probably worse than everyone else here in terms of charity work this week. Actually, that's not true. I give to the blind. What do you give to? Anybody give any?
Wow.
PCF.
Okay.
That's what I do.
Blind?
No, Prevent Cancer Foundation, PCF.
Oh. Is that it? Is it just us? Well, we're nice people at least.
Wow.
So
Oh yeah.
moving
Okay.
on.
Okay.
What happened last time? Chapter 9. I can't remember exactly, and I haven't written it down either, so that's why I want everyone else to help me. The only thing I can remember is that Savari banged.
No, she tried to.
She
Tried to.
unsuccessfully, she boringly banged somebody.
No,
She
she
got pretty close,
They were
right?
both,
They both
too
fell
drunk,
asleep.
and then they both fell asleep, and he ditched, and she got transported to a different world.
They sort, yeah. Sort
She
of-
went
Sounds
to
like a
bed
ball
with
of-
a hottie.
She's a
and
ball
woke
of
up
sexual
ash.
frustration right now.
sort
She
of
doesn't even
funny.
know. She's still drunk.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Still wasted. She did the whole battle against spiders.
Yeah, I think you can sober up in a battle with spiders. I'll let you, even though you're probably going to rest. But we'll get to that in a minute. So the group, what happened at the very beginning? Gideon had another meeting, we'll call it, with Kellamvor, who granted him some power in the form of a small orange rock glass orb type thing. Told him that he can smash it at any point to gain extra power. Told him also that Jael, his arch nemesis, was involved with a demon
With
on the
fiend.
Abyssal Plane. A fiend, not the fiend.
A fiend.
That is different. There is a difference there, as much as it doesn't sound like there is. But any hardcore D&Ders will know that there is a difference there, and that if, in order for Jael to be killed, smote, you would have to go into the Abyssal Plane and defeat the demon first to break that link, and potentially break the pact, and therefore be able to kill Jael. You declined to go there immediately, so the group decided to go back to Bryn Shander. The sheriff said that because you basically killed a knight in front of him, he doesn't want you in town.
I got
So
it.
he gave you the benefit of the doubt for actually, you were the one specifically who turned the giants away from Bryn Shander, so he gave you a few hours to resupply. In town, what did Boulder do in town? Did something.
Boulder was attempting to be an inspector, but is bad at interrogating people.
And bad at climbing through places.
Yes.
It wasn't that bad. He got through there.
He found some.
The guy who lost his crotch.
Oh yeah, you just got your tallywhacker out.
Boulder
The-
found the thing, or led us there.
Boulder actually did investigate successfully.
Yeah, no, Inspector
Yeah.
Boulder did Inspector Boulder things. I'm just not good at interrogating. Okay.
You found a woman.
And then I drug Gamil through a wall with Gideon's anchor.
Which someone did some
Somebody
art
did fan art of that.
Yeah, I
That was-
saw that. That was
fucking
amazing.
funny. That was
Really?
pretty good.
Oh man.
You so you found a woman that matched description of the woman that group of ruffians that you met before were found in town, and you ended up following her outside the walls while Savari was in bed with sort of both of them partially conscious, Sir Barak Nylef, and the 3 remaining members went outside the walls through a strange magical hole in the wall to find the woman that you were looking for, but she was speaking to Jael the Hammer, Gideon's arch nemesis, and you ran straight for him, Gideon.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I crushed
Boulder-
the orange orb, and
crushed the orange orb,
yeah,
All
which
explode.
gave you mechanically it gave you invulnerability to damage. No, resistance to damage.
resistance to damage.
And then Boulder ran forward to help you. Gamil just kicked back. And Boulder, you killed the woman in one fell swoop. You beheaded her. And then Jael the Hammer disappeared, deciding against fighting all of you again on the mortal realm. He disappeared into the Abyssal Plane, where Gideon was offered to follow by Kellamvor. He chose yes. He was also given the opportunity to bring any 3 people ever. Any 3 people ever of any of the whole world.
I think I recommended Mega Gandhi or Super Gandhi.
Yeah.
Gandhi.
As a team to
Call in
come and help
Jesus.
support him. And he chose Gamil, Savari, and Boulder to come with him. And you ended up in the Abyssal Plane. You're on the sort of fugue plane of ash. So we'll just call it the Abyssal Plane of Ash for now. You ended up in front of Jael, who summoned these 2 kind of abyssal spiders, these horrible creatures, and you had a great big fight with him. You're kind of in this huge, endless sand dune of ash, basically. Everything's very grayscale, the sky very grey above you. You defeated him, though he didn't lay dead upon the ground once again. He disappeared into a sort of smoky mist into the ground. And then Gideon's power ran out and he went blind. At the same time, a small, blue, sort of translucent fish with small blue glowing eyes
Kill that
swam nimbly through the air as if underwater towards you, and said something. Do you remember what he said?
No, he said something,
Something
like
about this is your or this is what will happen to your world or something.
Yeah, let's
Turn our world, basically wanted to turn our world to ash is what I got from it.
that little fish.
Yeah.
I told you that fish is fucking dead, Brad. I'm killing that thing.
I mean, that's not
You
what he
couldn't
said.
see it,
that's
dude.
for
What are you talking
I'm
about?
gonna kill it and cook it.
So, that's basically where we rejoin the game with this little fish floating towards you. I'm not going to repeat what you said. It's just.
Hey, someone from the chat, go check the VOD. Thanks.
Yeah. please
Is
let
that
us
like
know.
ultra metagaming? Like if
It is
if-
pretty much, yeah.
if
It's like
table talk here is metagaming, is like reaching outside the most ultra metagame you can ever do.
yeah, it's pretty. There's some extensive power that you can wield.
Some nice fact checking we got going.
Yes. Let me drag you over once
I
again.
don't know. Whenever, I don't know if what you have planned for the beginning. I just wanted to ask really quick. Do I know that I'm blind?
Well, essentially,
Oh.
we'll just pick up kind of where we left off, but I'm
Okay.
just not gonna continue again with what the fish said. So essentially, once again, we find ourselves here in the Abyssal Plane of Ash. Again, for anybody who wasn't here last week or doesn't remember, it's essentially just an endless kind of desert of ash. Walking along underfoot, the ash would feel a lot softer than sand. It would probably feel something akin to like feathers and stuff, but you don't sink too deeply into it. It's not like sinking ash where you disappear. However, there are just sort of ash dunes, similar to like a desert scape, very grey out ahead of you. The sky remains a very standard, like a solid wash of grey, basically. And there is a slight breeze which does kick up some of the ash, but it's not so disturbing that it's like an ash blizzard or whatever you would call it. Gideon, essentially, as this fish is floating over towards you, your vision dims, blurs, and then finally turns to black as you are rendered blind. Onlookers would notice that the visible eye, the one which isn't under an eye patch, sort of dimly glows orange with a sort of arcane mist rising from it. Very, very, it's not like a lot, it's not got this great big orange eye. There's just a small mist which sort of leaks almost from this blinded eye.
Is it the same orange that his balls were?
Yes. It is a very similar hue of orange. It's kind of like I guess it's like a steam or something like that, almost as if an engine is cooling down and it's just leaving the eye. And then, of course, Gideon, you can make of that what you will, essentially. But as far as you're concerned, you can see nothing but black. Of course, all of the blindness rules apply to you, which is essentially anything with eyesight is disadvantage on your rolls.
You mean disadvantage or like near impossible?
Well, it's disadvantage, and your DC will be higher. Your personal DC will probably be higher. Right, you can do some cool stuff. A crit is always a yes. So unless you're
Are my eyes fixed? Yes.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh yeah, I
let me
mean
roll real quick.
a crit on something that I allow you to roll for.
Yeah, so any ability check that requires sight, I immediately fail.
Basically. But like I'll give you a chance. I will always give you a chance to do it. But if it's going to be a lot more difficult
Can I?
now that you are blind. What?
Unless you've got something rolling in here that you're going into.
No, I was just going to say the fish is approaching you. So on the map I've given it's just this little blue thing here.
I thought my vision was messing up. I was like, wait, what?
You mean nature checks people who can see?
This is how it's gonna be from now on.
And 1 second. Bump it about. Give me a nature check.
Give it a second. There you go.
There we go. Right, all of you would recognize this to be a very, very small, far too small, really, koi carp, maybe the size of a goldfish. That's what it looks like. So it's blue. It does have those little whiskers or whatever they are. Looks like a little mustache floating off of him, and he's swimming towards you. But he's only about this big, very small. In terms of what he is, he looks almost exactly like a koi carp, though entirely blue, and again, kind of see-through. And he floats over to you. You heard him previously say something, and then he came floating over a little closer, and he's just heading straight for you. What do you want to do? You are free as this thing is floating slowly towards you, swimming.
So we didn't really ask questions when we were teleported in. We were just like, all right, we're fighting.
You were thrown into a thing. Yeah, you haven't questioned anyone. I think Gideon did mention that it was his fault.
Yeah, I just said sorry, guys, and that was all I offered.
Am I still drunk?
No, I'll let you. You can have sobered up from the heat of battle.
Great.
Gideon,
It's good.
Yeah.
where are we?
Would I 100% know, Brad? Like I know this is the Abyssal Plane of. Yeah.
I
I know it's the Abyssal Plane.
You know it's there because I think Jael announced it when you arrived.
Oh, did he? Okay.
I think he said "Welcome to the Abyss" or something like that. So
We're
I'm gonna say that you can know. Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I'm just keeping my head ducked, and we're in the Abyssal Plane. Yeah.
Okay, what the hell is that? Point to the fish.
The what?
No. That thing. That fish. What? Blue fish. Talking blue fish. Why are we not? What is this? What?
The fish is just floating near you, watching you.
Hello, fish.
What a dick.
It's a part of one of those mushrooms as well.
Oh God! Hi. Hello. Do you know how to get out of here by any chance?
Where do you come from?
I mean, all over. I travel a lot, but to places with color would be great. Not this realm.
He swims in a little closer to you, kind of moves in quite close to your face, swims back, and says,
I do not know where the colors are.
Okay. All right, Gideon. I swear to God, I was sleeping next to a beautiful man. I wake up here, there's spiders, there's a bunch of bullshit, your balls are out for some reason, and now there's a flying fish. What's going on?
It's jail. I told you earlier, I have to kill jail. He
Okay,
has to die.
that
He
sounds like
brought
a you
us here.
problem.
So why are we here?
He brought us all here.
Why? Why?
What is it with us?
I don't know. Maybe because you know me.
It sounds like a bad tactical decision on his part to bring 3 extra people if he just wants to kill you.
I have no idea. I wish I knew.
Can I perception check that shit?
you can insight check it, and Gideon, you can deception check.
Well,
Oh, fuck,
nothing is wrong with that statement.
Yeah, he's telling the
Fuck.
truth. Inspector
I'm
Boulder.
pretty confident that he also is Jesus, so I don't know right now.
Like, throw it in there. Oh, by the way, I'm Jesus.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
definitely. All right, okay.
I mean, I feel like regardless of like Nat 1, you'd still be suspicious, right? Like it's
You could be suspicious,
know.
but he believes you at least.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or it
That's-
would seem to him that you're telling the truth.
Hmm.
Regardless.
Wait, does Gamil see Gideon's eye glowing?
I mean, yeah, you all will be able to see it. Even if he closes it, that it still kind of permeates through. It's like an arcane mist, right? Like an arcane smoke rising from it.
Why does your eye look like your balls?
I don't know what my eye looks like.
Well,
Is it- can I,
it's
like-
just
How close are you to me?
I'm like right next to
You're
you.
like right next to me, I guess. Do I have to roll anything to like reach out and touch him? Like,
I mean, no, if you can hear his
no,
voice.
I'm just gonna, arm kind of like on your shoulder and just.
That's on my face, Gideon.
Oh, sorry.
Are you okay?
I think I'm just gonna look him dead in the eyes.
I mean,
Somewhere,
you're gonna look towards him.
I think.
Gideon, up here.
I-
You're looking. Eyes up here. Yeah, here. No. Don't. Nope.
Just take off the eye patch. You'd see way
I-
better that way.
Right?
I'm actually gonna
I swear
take
to
off
God,
the eye
it's so
patch.
pretentious.
And hold it in my hand, and
Oh, you actually have an eye.
Are both of his eyes doing that then?
I've paid a price.
Yeah, both of them.
Can I use Divine Sense right now?
Yes.
Let me turn to Neo real quick.
I feel
Just
like,
wanna see the Matrix
uh,
with cut out eyes.
Is there a certain amount of times I can do this per day?
I think
it's
actually
until
it
the
takes
end
up-
of my
it's a-
next turn. So
Is it not your channel divinity? Is it not one of those slots?
actually no, it's not a channel divinity slot. No.
What does it
It's-
say?
It's just a hold on. You can use you could use this feature a number of times equal to 1 plus your charisma modifier. And I believe it lasts for it says your turn, but I mean like standard turns are like what, 6 seconds? So
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can basically do it. I tend to use Divine Sense as a kind of fucking evil sonar that just
Yeah.
goes, "Bong," and then
Okay.
you can find out anything that is within how
Okay.
far away.
within 60 feet, I want to say.
Read it to
60
me
feet.
again. sorry.
Yeah, 60 feet. Strong evil registers on the senses, blah blah blah, like a noxious odor. Within 60 feet, I can know the location of celestial fiends or undead. Oh.
Okay. Within 60 feet of you, there is no Celestials, no Fiend, one Undead, which seems to be coming from near Savari. I don't know if you saw the fish,
I
but
didn't.
it's
No,
the fish.
you did say I saw it, and then as it spoke, I went blind.
Okay, so yeah, just because otherwise you might think it's Savari.
Okay.
And yeah, other than that, 60 feet around you, you're pretty safe. There's nothing else going on. You definitely get a very, very strong sense of evil in general because you are in the
Yeah.
abyss, which is a very
Do I
dull plane of existence.
is it like a sonar that I can see everything around me? Like I get like a brief wash of what Gamil looks like, or is it literally just like a pulse from somewhere off to my right?
Not yet. But have you ever used Divine Sense before?
I don't think so, no. Not in this
In
campaign.
that case, yeah, but has Gideon ever used it before? Is this a thing that you learned? And...
I mean, I feel like, yeah, you would have used it once or twice in travels, but not so far what we've been in the campaign.
It does certainly seem stronger. The sense and impact or return of the sonar kind of feels stronger. Though it feels almost exactly the same, it does seem to have an extra element of oomph to it. But in general, you don't have you don't see anything.
Okay.
It just gives you an idea of what's around you, like normal.
Trying to put my hand still on Gamil's shoulder.
That's my beard.
That I
Look, right a bit, right. All right, I'm just gonna take his hand and put it on my shoulder.
and I'm gonna try and swing to them as well, and just I'm going to need your help for a little bit.
Are you drunk?
I believe I'm blind.
Ah, shit. All right. Okay. Today's getting better.
Wait. All right. There's something on you. Can I spin Gideon a couple of times?
I mean, Gideon wants to let you do that.
I mean, there would be no. I'd be like, yeah. What is it?
I just spin him around just so he's a bit he doesn't know his left from his right kind of thing.
Camille,
Sorry,
Help.
I'm trying to. I swear I saw something on you. Hold on.
Camille.
I just whisper or notion to the others. Watch this. All right, if you just want to walk in front of you a little bit.
Fucking dick. I'm just going to walk. I have no direction, no idea which direction I'm in. Brad, what happens? What?
Well. I mean, would you roll me a d4?
Okay.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Roll initiative.
Did you say how much you span him, Gavin?
I three or four times.
He is facing you again, Gamil, and he walks straight into you.
Oh! What? Did you get it off? Did you?
Well, I didn't. Never mind. Just never mind.
There's an undead thing. I guess I would
Safari?
know. I'd be able to point immediately. I guess it would be. I'm pointing at. No.
It's the fish.
That's the fish. And the fish turns around.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna look at the fish. Fish. Do you have a name?
Oh,
It's
yes.
Mug.
My name is Vexi.
Vexi?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, Vexi. Where did you come from?
Here I do not belong. I know I'm not supposed to be here.
Okay. Okay. Same. So we're all the same with that. You swam from over there. Was there anything over there in particular, or have you been swimming for a while?
In the background,
I'll
you
not
just
remember.
Swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming.
Similar.
Sorry.
He doesn't remember.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, did you see the memory of the goldfish too?
Oh, Jesus. Well, Vexi, I'm Savari. That's really all that matters. So where were you headed to?
So I was coming to see you.
What?
I was hoping that you could help me escape.
Guys? Guys,
He's
there's a
your
talking
fish.
fish.
You gotta take care of him. You
That's
gotta
not
feed him.
that's not
You
my
gotta feed
fish.
him.
He came to
You gotta
see
clean
you.
up after him.
Once again, I was brought here mid-sleep. I did not ask for this.
I mean, you got its name. It's your responsibility now. That's as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, I know
Just
your
take
name,
a
but you're
step
not my
back.
pet lizard.
Just, nothing to do with that fish. That's all yours. The proud owner of, Vexi?
Where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna go? Come on. We've got a blind gnome, so he's like double useless now with an anchor. I just want to get back. Clearly, this is not a good area to be in, boys. So, let's get with the talking fish and figure out a way out of here.
There's.
What?
I have to do something before I leave.
Do you need to go to the bathroom?
Of course you do.
Oh. Listen, jail
Oh,
will come back. Continually. He will not stop. There is a fiend somewhere here in this wherever we are, the Abyssal Plane of fucking Vexi.
Hello.
Shut the fuck up, fish.
Okay.
You can return to Bryn Shander. I'm not allowed to go there anymore. But I have to kill this thing.
I mean, for starters, we all kind of have to, that whole thing with the giants and...
Yeah, I'd say we're stuck together, whether we like so or not.
and also, you're blind and your balls are hanging out, so really you need all the help you can get.
Yeah.
You can leave.
How are you gonna fight a demon? 1, by yourself. 2, blind.
And your giblets are just available.
I mean,
for the
laugh.
Camille, is there anything on the horizon? Anything at all?
Give me a perception check. No. Ash.
He can't see that though. Can I try and decept him? Hey, there's a is that a? Oh my, that's a big ale. That's like that glass of ale. It looks like 100 feet tall.
Savari, Baldur, is there anything on the horizon?
Oh, look around.
Obstacle won't tell me anything.
Hey! I'm not even gonna roll.
Roll anyway.
Aw, no. It's gonna be bad.
Get railroaded, bro.
I told you!
Inspector Boulder.
Inspector
rolled
Boulder
twice.
is
Is off the clock.
Where are the nat 1s and the nat 20s in the chat?
like inverted power in the.
I'm on break.
He's on strike right now.
He's eating a donut, like just.
So, Savari, though you don't actually see anything around you that's like a landmark or anything like that, you just, like everybody else, see just dunes and dunes and dunes of ash that seem to just endlessly disappear. You do notice that there's a different part of the sky. So the sky above you looked like a very similar standard wash of grey. Looking a little closer, or like looking about through the grey sky, you do see a sort of patch of grey that's ever so slightly lighter in shade than the rest. Even on a 23 crit, that's all that seems to be different around you in terms of what you see with your eyes.
All right, gentlemen, we're going this way, and I just want to walk in the direction of that patch of sky.
Where?
I just like tap Boulder
Someone here.
on the shoulder and just like,
Where is that?
don't tell him. And we just start walking, and he's just like,
Can I hear where they're headed?
Can someone please pick up
Nope, I
Gideon.
can do it. I can do it on my own.
Boulder? Can you just toss him over your shoulder?
I have to ask him first.
I mean, he doesn't ask for shit himself, so.
Gideon.
Yes.
Do you want a piggyback ride?
His balls are
Actually,
gonna be
yeah,
up on
that
your
was
back.
really fun.
Yep.
I'll hold on 1 second, and I'm gonna like tear some of the sail, and try and like wrap it around my leg so that my balls aren't hanging out anymore.
Your leg? Oh my god.
Well, I mean, like that's where the tear would be, right? It'd be, you know. No, they don't like hang down to my knees, right?
Is
He's
it
gonna
right?
wrap my ankle.
It's like wrapping my balls to my leg.
Oh, man.
You said he had big balls. I don't know how low this goes.
Fucking massive, bro. Massive. They're bigger than the head. I feel maybe a rope. I'd like to keep some of my dignity, at least. As fun as the last piggyback ride was. Would you mind tying a rope to yourself, or?
So I'm like walking you around like you're a toddler.
On a leash? Like an anchor leash?
I know it's.
All right, we make fun of you because we like you, but yeah, I take some rope out of my pack and I just wrap it around my waist, and then I toss it to Gideon, but then I realize that and so I can like walk towards him, pick it up, and then just kind of like hand it to him, you know, tap on the shoulder.
Thank you.
Say,
I'm just gonna wrap it around my arm. I'm like a fucking toddler in a grocery
Dude, I
store.
wonder if I can use you like
Kid at Disneyland.
Dude, I'm a weapon. I'm a weapon.
No, okay, if you throw your anchor at the same time I throw you, does that mean we double the distance?
We have like an effective 240-foot range with that. Then we're an artillery machine.
Can I have a move called Gnomish Artillery? Right.
Yes, of course you can.
Yes.
Everyone seems to have that move in this party, really. The amount of times it's been thrown at stuff.
I think
I
I'm
would
the
say
leader
I
who hasn't
think I do
thrown
that.
it.
I'm probably like rough around the fucking edges, man. I'm probably destroyed. Like I've been thrown into 4 walls and 2 doors.
Dislocated your arm.
Dislocated my arm. Thank you, Boulder.
And that's what happens when you touch people without any consent.
How long is this rope?
The rope I have
It's
is
like 50 feet.
I think.
It's 50 feet, yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'd be trailing about 40 feet behind all of them while they walk up in front.
Okay,
And,
so everybody's kind of just heading towards following Savari's
Yep.
lead towards the lighter shade of grey that seems to be hanging some in one direction. Okay, so Savari, you head off in the direction. Gamil, you follow in. Boulder, trailing behind, quite far behind, is Gideon. Gideon, you hear a small voice after maybe about 10 minutes of walking, say whisper, or not whisper, but quietly mention in your ear,
Don't see so good, huh?
No, not anymore.
I see things. I see another world.
What do you see? Exactly.
They call it a gun. I saw it. I saw it on the side table.
It's a metafish.
Oh my god.
You know, I feel like we saw that too.
Is that where you're from? Is that where you're trying to go?
Not right now. No. Vexi, was it? Not right now. After. You're undead, aren't you?
there's no response. Vexi, as far as everyone else is concerned, has clearly swum away. He's swam ahead, mutters to himself, and has a full conversation for half an hour with that. No, he doesn't really. But Vexi has swum ahead, swimming past you, Boulder, past Gamil, catching up with Savari. Vexi, swimming along next to you, keeping pace, says,
This is not my home, Savari. I want to go home.
Well, where's your home?
I can't remember.
Well, I can't really help you that much if you can't remember, but I mean, you can stick with us and maybe you'll remember while we travel.
Where
Right
are
now,
you going?
I don't know. That way.
The fish looks up at where you point and says,
Oh, the North Sun. Okay, let's go to the North Sun.
Look back at the guys, just. Yep. Great. Let's do it.
You say the
Right
North
away.
Sun?
the North Sun.
Jeez.
Yep. Straight to the sun. Let's go.
All right.
Bam, boom.
You guys walk and walk and walk. It seems again to be like an endless desert scape. It's just almost unchanging. Give me survival checks first.
Okay.
I assume I'm out of this as well.
You can give me a survival check as well, but really it kind of does. Your survival check is linked to boulders because this is to decide whether you're going around and round.
That is not good news.
I'll roll
you.
for both of us. Don't worry.
Fuck.
No, you won't.
No, wait,
No, you
that's
won't.
the legendary 6-9. Oh god, I'm not rolling as
Yeah.
Gideon.
You well, this is more sort of to decide how you progress. And it's not so bad. Boulder, you are struggling to move through this ash. Maybe you're heavier than the rest of the party, but it's starting to rain on your legs, making your legs ache a lot more than they probably would normally. And the same for Gideon. You start to feel a little bit more tired than you would normally, even if you were pushing through kind of an awkward terrain. It's a little bit more taxing, kind of maybe reminiscent of being up high on a mountain or something where there's a little bit less oxygen, and you start to sort of gas out a little quicker. You're not completely exhausted or anything, but you'll probably notice it after maybe half an hour, 45 minutes of walking through this. Gamil, you probably don't notice anything. You're pretty chill pushing through this. And Savari, same for you, though you probably will maybe notice that you're a little more tired than usual after walking on a feather sort of terrain. You guys are maybe starting to gas out a little quicker than
Does that mean Gamil kind of catches up to Savari and is kind of pushing ahead past her?
yeah, but Gamil, you probably don't really. Give me perception checks as well. Let's see if anyone else picks up on the grey.
All of us or just them?
Just them.
Okay.
You're good. There's nothing you don't
Damn,
see
Boulder.
ever again.
Your day, man.
It's broken.
Just on break.
Gamil, after walking for maybe 20 minutes or so, you actually notice that the sky does have a very, very slight change. It's almost imperceptible, but there is like a slightly lighter shade.
It's just like a little irritation of the eye, like it wants to see one thing, but there's a very small difference.
Yeah, it's kind of just like looking out at complete grey, and then if you had the slightest change in shade of that grey, there's a very small patch of it that appears to be up in the sky ahead of you, approximately probably where the sun would rest in the sky on an average midday kind of thing. And yeah, you pick up on it. Boulder, you're just having a nightmare down here, so you don't. It all just looks grey around you. And yeah, you guys might notice that you're getting a little more tired as you progress. You want to keep walking?
I want to take a break.
Yeah, I'm gonna call to Boulder really quick, kind of tug on the rope and try and catch up really quick. Boulder,
I'll stop and let him catch up.
you
Till
do
we
me a
notice
favor,
there's-
Boulder. My eye patch is the symbol still there?
Is it there?
Is it there, Brad?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's there.
Okay. Thank you. Do we want to camp at some point?
I want to call forward to Gamil and Savari, and then just. I'm getting pretty tired, guys. Carrying this guy
Yes.
back here. It's like walking in sand mixed with water, mixed with wanting to sleep. We make camp here. Rest for a while. I don't think
Sure.
this place changes much.
Do we have anything for a camp?
I do.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, I
bedrolls.
have all my stuff with me.
Oh, okay.
You
I
didn't
thought
lose
like
anything.
I thought
Grab
like
little
make a
mounds
fire
and hobbit
kind of
holes out of the ash.
Yeah, I mean, you guys want to settle down and go for a rest?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Gideon would settle down, try and just sit by a campfire, not walk into it, and
What are you making a campfire out of?
I have a tinderbox still. I should
Good.
at least. Hold on,
A tinderbox
1 sec.
just does this.
I know,
the beginning
I know.
of the fire.
No, I actually don't, but I do have torches. I can sacrifice a couple torches and something else in my inventory. Does anyone have anything flammable?
How flammable is that drug mushroom?
Hmm.
Though I don't know
The
if we
what?
Do we really
No,
want to burn that thing?
want to burn that.
Maybe
Yeah,
Vexi
you
would
don't
like
know
it.
about the drug mushroom, do you?
They bought mushrooms from a mushroom vendor.
We did not buy mushrooms.
Oh.
We convinced him to give
yeah.
us one
Yeah.
apiece, and then we'd be return customers.
It was the episode you were not present for.
When you were banging Justin Trudeau.
You know, when you were yeah, yeah,
In
that was
Canada. That's what we call
I'm trying to get my
Canada.
residency. Leave me alone.
I have some torches too. I don't know how many we would need.
I don't have anything except for some clothes, but those will
I'm
burn
gonna-
up real quick.
Just gonna start like pulling the torches out and just we can use
I
these for a
have,
fire and just like start throwing them.
Oh Jesus!
Trying
God damn it!
to.
Someone please help him.
We have bedrolls.
Sorry if I hate you. Sorry.
Yeah, you can use a handful of torches. I mean, they're basically just a foot-long piece of wood, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Maybe a little
Yeah,
longer.
wouldn't they be wrapped?
So like
with
four or five.
some.
The end of it would be
I mean,
wrapped
we
up
could
in
stick them
oil.
all up in a thing and light them all at once, so they just burn for a while.
Camille, I don't have my tinderbox. Do you have my
Oh,
Yeah.
the doohickey.
that I haven't named it yet. I can't. I'm not creative.
Well, name it the doohickey.
Doohickey's a good one. I'm gonna write that down when I
Doohickey.
can see again.
The doohickey appears to have run out of oil for the first time ever and requires a flask of oil. When you consume a flask of oil by attaching it to the doohickey, you get 6 uses. It's like 6 charges
Okay.
of bonus.
have rules.
flame.
There we go. Yeah, throw some rules on my shit. Good. If
Gideon,
it's-
I don't
if it's
suppose you
out-
have any oil.
I do. You're gonna have to
Don't-
find it.
Yeah, I was
Never
gonna
mind.
say don't.
I won't touch it.
Where is it?
Savari just rolls her eyes.
Somewhere in the 4th pocket to the left, underneath the broken vials. Sorry.
Dude,
What vial? What? Wait, what was in
don't
those
cut
vials?
yourself.
There was nothing in the vials.
So I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna catch. Gnome herpes or anything from these.
No. If anything, no. Nothing. That was a
Riddled
while
with
ago.
gnome
Don't worry
herpes.
about it. It's fine. Just you can the 4th pocket to the left, and you gotta lift up the flap to get to those pockets. Just kind of skirt the glass. Yeah. I've been meaning to.
Can I just tip it out?
Fuck.
Just like gently, just shake the bag.
Fucking everything just goes everywhere.
Well, remember, everything that hits this ash kind of sinks into it. So if all the golden stuff goes in, it's just all gonna.
Don't tip it over. The DM told me not to.
The what?
I'll just bring me the bag. Bring me the bag.
All right, taking the bag.
Try and dig in there without cutting my hand and bring out a vial of fucking oil for him. Just attach it. And pour a little bit in. Maybe throw some on the torches.
All right. Okay. Do I have to roll anything for that, or?
No, you can just consume one of the 6 uses basically.
All right, and then so there's a little bit of oil on the torches. All right, stand back. Nah, don't worry about it, Gideon.
I'm gonna physically pick up Gideon and then move him back
Thank
away.
you.
You've already caught fire once, so you don't want to have it happen again.
I thought about it. I was like,
I'm very tired of seeing your balls.
Me too. I mean, I wish I could see them. now.
You could only see them now.
Yep.
I have this letter that's
I'll
written in
just-
Gnomish, but you can't read it
Suspicious.
right now. So
Jay, do I need to roll a roll for the?
No, I don't think you do. No. You just, I think it's you just.
I mean, you would for damage. I don't think in this situation it's a practical use.
Yeah.
So
Brad, meta question.
Mhm.
Just so we save time. He did mention the Gnomish letter. Would it be possible for me to get Boulder to describe the symbols to me, and me be able to remember or translate in that regard?
You can take some time doing that. Give me an intelligence
Okay.
check, flat intelligence check, Boulder.
oh, great!
Just
It's my favorite.
describe them to me. Let's see if we can get a general.
And then give me
Squiggles and other squiggles.
Yeah.
give me an intelligence check, Gideon.
Yeah, that's an E.
That's an E.
Guys,
Yeah.
Yes.
do you want me just to use my spell to read it out loud?
Which one?
I can read languages.
What?
Oh,
I can...
What?
Do you want me to do that? Because this
Please
might be a
tell
little
me
bit
of course
easier.
we fucking
Because
do.
I am
I mean, I
unaware
could.
to have such a ability.
I'll just do that because that'll just that might just save us time.
Yeah,
Just
that
gonna
might.
grab the thing. Do I have to actually cast it in the
Dude, that's awesome.
chat since we're outside of combat?
No, you can just do it.
I'm just
But
gonna
do you,
post that for
Hours to do
everyone.
that or some
do
shit.
you have the spell slots to do it?
Yeah, I've got I had 2 extra slots in my thing. I just bumped it up. We got to take a long rest though, so I can get some goddamn spells back because I'm almost out.
We're about to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah.
So, when you sit and look at the letter and cast the spell and read it, you read that it says, it's more of a note than a letter, really. It says, seek out Crowan Valharrow, a harper wizard who resides at the Moongleam Tower. At the bottom, it has the word Everlund scrawled, and then the name thingy-majiggy something thwip.
Whip Iron Bottom.
Thwip Ironbottom. So I will write that down and send it to you guys as well.
Okay, perfect.
All right. So we're just gonna be like looking at it.
Whip
Huh.
Iron Bottom.
This is incredibly boring.
Yeah, what I know.
You guys, do you want to know? I guess I should tell you, and then I'll just reiterate what Brett said.
I don't think anybody has any information. No, nobody's a harper, so nobody would really know what this means.
What I know, Thwip Iron Bottom.
No. I wouldn't say you would.
Okay.
Would I know Whip Iron Bottom?
No.
Would I
I
know?
heard from a dude who was a gnome in a tavern somewhere. All right.
Yeah. So, let me see. I'm going to just write this down.
Yeah. I guess while we're discussing
Anything
that,
else? Yeah.
Well,
before we rest, thank you, all of you, and
You're welcome.
we'll I'll get a lot of drinks on me after all this is over. Yeah.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
And
Okay.
I need a lot of drinks to forget what your entire undercarriage looks like.
You know
Enough to
the
remove
amount
that memory.
that you talk about them. I'm beginning to think you didn't mind the sight.
They are seared into my mind.
That's
She made a
Like a
sketch.
brand.
Yeah, they seared my eyes as well. It's
I wish.
Oh,
That
I'm
happened
not
to
still
me.
orange, am I?
Is it?
No.
Not fully.
they're very-
Just his eye.
your eyes have this orange stuff coming off of them though.
Like what do you mean? Like goo? Like
It's
No.
like a, it's like a mist cloud.
Like a vape.
Did you somehow get ogre herpes in your eyes?
Like a vapor coming out of your
I
eyes.
think herpes is a mist.
If
That's
if
not
it
how
is
that works.
ogre
Well, if it's on a
herpes,
gnome, it may be.
You're dead, Popsicle. Okay, but does it look cool though?
Popsicle?
Does it look cool?
I mean, yeah, you were starting at a pretty low baseline of coolness, so maybe.
Walter, does it look cool?
It's
it's really not that cool. I'm sorry.
Okay.
The,
All right,
the, sk-
I'll
the
just-
skin, the
yeah.
skin thing was pretty great.
Okay.
But it's kind of like
This is like creepy.
a little bit.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna.
I wouldn't talk to any girls with that.
Yeah.
I'd probably.
No. Yep. That's fine. No, it's okay. Nope. I get the point.
Alright,
I'm gonna like tear off part of the sail that's like wrapped around me and just a makeshift fucking blindfold around my eye.
So you're not gonna know if your eyes return to normal now. You're still blind.
You can still see through. I can see through the eye patch. Both eyes always worked. The eye patch is just like
Magically,
it's like no, it's like the thinnest fabric ever. Like it's not like a full-on leather piece.
It's a one-way eye patch where you can see out of
It is, yeah. It's got like a mirror in front.
Eye patch was the equivalent of those hipster glasses that didn't actually have any prescription. They
Yeah,
were
where
just plastic.
You pop out the
Yeah.
lens in them, yeah.
God damn it.
The fish, while you guys are setting up this camp, sort of swims upwards until he's maybe like 2 or 3 feet above Boulder in height, and slowly swims in a few circles, and then says down to you as a group,
I will guard you while you sleep. Then you will help me find the way rocks. Is it a deal?
You let us sleep, and then we help you find your way home.
Yes.
That's fine.
Guys, I think we should still take shifts.
I'm not tired. I'll stay up for the first one.
Okay. Good night.
I'll take the last shift.
You're not taking any shifts.
It's
You're
fine.
blind.
Just don't make it weird, please. Just let me.
You double blinded
It's
yourself.
weird that a blind
It's
person.
already weird.
You
Can I-
can't keep watch. You literally cannot keep watch.
So you said before my divine sense it wasn't like a sonar that showed me where they were as well.
no, you can sense where they are. It doesn't show you as a thing. You're not like Daredevil doing
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I can. Ping. Okay.
Hmm.
But I know where they are right now currently. Like
What do you mean?
can I? No, never mind.
You've been blind for 10 minutes. You don't have superpowers yet.
No. I was gonna like try and prove that I'm still capable of fucking,
Gideon, how many fingers am I holding up?
None.
Wrong. You're not taking
Okay.
a watch.
Fuck.
Nope. All right, we're splitting it between the three of us and Vexi.
The fish shouts down, please keep your arms and legs inside the ride at all times, and then there's a blinding blue light, and around you, a wall of blue flame suddenly ignites
Holy shit!
all around where you guys are sat, something like that. And the fish continues to swim in a slow circle at the top.
What happened? Is it cool?
Don't
it's
leave
pretty
that
cool.
with-
Was it my eyes?
No,
No.
it has nothing to do with you. It's probably the coolest thing I've ever seen in my entire life, and I would be really sad if I couldn't actually see it with my own eyes. But I'm
Gideon,
glad I
you should
can.
probably just run. Run as far as you
do
can
not
south.
Wander around. You
Don't
wander
move.
around, you're gonna have a bad time.
Don't
Gideon,
move.
run south. Run.
I'm
as
rolling
fast as you can.
over.
Meal?
I'm
Boulder?
rolling over in my bed.
I don't want to see a fully naked Gideon running around.
It will burn all of his clothes off. Can I do a perception check on the fire just to kind of see what the deal is with it?
You can do an Arcana check.
Okay.
As far as you can tell, it's not a type of magic or a spell that you understand fully, but it is an abjuration spell that would serve as some sort of protective ward. You'll notice that you can see through it, though it does look kind of like blurry. There doesn't appear to be anything weird, and it's almost definitely a protective spell, some sort of abjuration spell. The fish looks down at you and says,
I don't know why I can do it, but I can do it.
I appreciate it, guys. I think we're pretty good.
You're
I'm gonna take a
welcome.
nap. Thank you, little fish friend.
You have a little sleepy down there. I'll keep this going. I don't think things can see through it. I think they can step through it, but they can't see through it, so they don't know that you're here. You'll be fine, I think. Vexi, keep you safe.
Thanks, Vexi. I'm just gonna be like, all right, Camille, you're on first watch, right?
Aye.
Night. She just conks out. I sleep.
all right, Boulder, you going to sleep?
I'm gonna sleep.
Gideon?
No.
No. You
No,
just
I'm gonna lay
there.
awake for a little bit until I know they're.
You don't have to sleep again. You don't have to sleep on a long rest. Though you will.
Not
you
yet.
do-
I mean, I'm going to sleep eventually. I just want to
Okay.
stay awake for a little bit.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, a couple of hours pass. Nothing necessarily untoward happens in that
Okay.
time. The fish just sort of slowly turns in circles. Sometimes it'll mutter things to itself, but it's mostly like gobbledygook a lot of the time. Just like,
Trees are upside down.
and then it'll.
Christopher fucking Walken. He is
It
Christopher Walken.
doesn't seem to say a lot of things that make any particular sense. Also, nothing particularly aimed at you. Is there anything you want to do in that time, either of you?
I just whisper over to Gideon. So, what's going on? I mean, Balder and Savari, they're pretty much knocked out, but what's going on with you? That jail guy. Your eyes, your everything.
I made a deal, and the deal was to be powerful enough to kill Jail
So
at a price.
wait, who with?
I don't think I should say. It's not somebody that I think would harm any of you. It's
Listen,
more of a
Gideon,
mutual agreement.
we're all here together. I mean, you don't have to tell the others.
You're right. You're right. I've put you all in danger and brought you all to this piece of shit plane. I took a deal with my patron god. He told me who to kill. I'm just following orders.
I don't think you've ever mentioned your god before.
Mm-mm. No, I haven't.
What's his name?
Would I know if he'd be pissed if I told anyone? Was he like Brad? Like, was he explicit about me not saying anything?
I don't think so.
No.
At least, I mean, you wouldn't know either
Yeah.
way. But it didn't seem to be an issue.
I feel like I owe it to you. So it is. It's Kalimvor.
Do I know this or?
Give me a religion check. Above you, the fish says,
Lord of the dead, judge of the damned.
Yeah.
It sings it over and over again a few times
God.
as it goes around. Kalimvor's not somebody you know a lot about,
But
but
I just heard the fish.
it's such an enormously famous god that even on a 5 you will know generally what it is as a DC. So you probably know that it's just generally the god, Lord of the Dead, kind of a more of a balanced, neutral deity. That's probably all you really know. It's definitely is a death deity, death-based deity. I'm trying to think of how to not give him any information, but still give him
Yeah.
some information. It's weird.
Deathity.
A deputy?
He's a
Yeah.
deathity.
But the fish above you, at least, Camille, you'll hear is sort of almost singing
Lord of the dead, judge of the damned. Lord of the dead, judge of the damned.
a few times, and then it quietens down again.
That's
Carries a muttering to himself.
Terrifying.
So, that fish, I swear. But he's your god.
Well, he's a god. He's not mine.
But you made a deal with him.
I like to think that deals go both ways. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I'm just being used, but
Well, if I've ever learned something, you can never truly tell what a god's up to.
Mm-mm.
They've got their fingers in all the pies.
Ain't it so?
Pie. I could go with a pie right now.
I could go for some sleep.
You get your rest. I'll be staying up watching the magical pixies dancing around.
Good night, Camille. Thank you again.
I'll mention it. Oh, by the way,
Mm.
if you don't want me to tell the others, don't worry about it. Keep between us.
For now, I feel like they need to know, but maybe after the beers and once we're out of this shithole.
Aye. Well, good night.
I'm just gonna roll over, go to sleep.
As you roll over and go to sleep, the fish above you just mutters.
In another world, the moon has crash landed.
And just carries on swimming around and around as you roll over and go to sleep.
You're so fucking meta.
Sleeping. Hey, this is a fish that sees other worlds, dude. He told you the time passes again. Like almost nothing changes. The strength of the breeze, the shade of the sky, even that point that you can see, Gamil, remains the same, a constant, and the endless sand dunes. There's no movement, no creatures, no monsters, no weird demons that rise up out of the sand or anything like that. It's just an endless waste of sort of ashy desert. Ending your 2-hour shift, you may wake up whomever you like to take the next one.
Balder. And I just nudge him on the shoulder. Balder. It's been a couple of hours. Do you wanna take the shift?
Sure. Yeah, that's fine. I was sleeping right. That's fine. Yes. Okay.
I can wake up so early if you want.
No, it's not. Why? What? You already woke me up. That's the dumbest thing ever. You wake up the person you intend to wake up. You don't wake up two people.
Well, I mean, you sound pretty tired. I don't want your. All right.
Does this look like the face of someone who's tired to you? Yeah. It's fine.
Well, all right. Well, good night, Boulder.
Oh, yeah. Sure, I won't wake you up accidentally for two people for some reason.
Ooh.
Boulder takes his 2 hours. Again, they pass almost with basically nothing happening the entire time. It's as if you genuinely are in the middle of the desert where nothing is apart from you guys, and this fish swims around above you. At one point, the fish does start speaking to itself for the first time, maybe about an hour into your shift, as it were, and the fish says,
He tries to hold him, but he cannot. And then he speaks, "Go then, there are other worlds than these," and drops the boy. It's very sad.
and then he keeps swimming around and around. Your 2 hours pass, Boulder. Unless you want to do anything in that time, you can wake up whoever's next.
No, I'm good.
Cool. Yeah,
So,
nothing.
Can I choose to wake up nobody?
You can take another thing, but you won't get your 8 hours long rest.
No, I'm saying, can I choose to wake up nobody and go to sleep?
Oh, yeah, you can do that, of course.
Oh, ballsy.
Yeah, I want to do
Boulder,
that.
you
I just go back to sleep.
then you go to sleep, and nobody is woken up for the remainder of the long rest.
Oh shit. And we all die.
And team
I
kill.
trust in fish.
Boulder chooses to trust in Vexi, but can Vexi be trusted? Was he just waiting for you to fall asleep? We'll find out
Wait.
after the break.
Oh my
Ooh.
god.
Ooh.
Whoa, the cliffhanger.
Hey.
All right.
Okay.
We'll be right back in 5 minutes, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Again, for those I saw a couple of people asking. We're doing today's session because I'm going to LA tomorrow for a couple hours, right in the middle of our session tomorrow. So thanks for tuning in. We'll be right back, and we'll be right back. I don't know where I was going with that. We'll be right back. There we go.
That was a
Perfect.
Brad.
Shut up.
out.
Just
Right.
shut the fuck up.